Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about how to create load balancer in GCP. Basically, load balancer will distribute the load across the VMs instead of sending one VM. So whatever the VMs in your managed instances group, so that the load will be distributed across all the VMs for high availability. So as per definition, a load balancer will distribute the incoming traffic across multiple VMs to ensure high availability and reliability of the application. It improves the performance and spreading the load and help the scaling application efficiently. So there are different types of load balancer like HTTP load balancer, SSL proxy load balancer, and TCP load balancer, and load balancer, global external load balancer. When it comes to the regional load balancer like internal HTTPS load balancer and network TCP UDP load balancer and network load balancer. This network load balancer will distribute the traffic based on the IP protocols such as TCP, UDP and all. So basically when user hit any application, it will goes to the load balancer, then it will distribute this load balancer will distribute the backends, whatever the VMs are configured, it will distribute the load on different VMs. So let me get into the demo. We'll create VPC and we'll create instance manage instance group, then we'll create a load balancer. So let me create load balancer. So I'm giving NLB VPC. The name I am providing NLB VPC and NLB sub 1 and region. I am hosting on US West 1, a 10.1 dot and the same subnet. One subnet only I'm using here. Done and create. If you want, you can create one more subnet, NLB subnet 2 and the region US West 2 and the IP range 10.1.0.2.0 and done. Create VPC. So once VPC is created, we'll create a firewall rule to allow HTTP and port 22. VPC, these are the subnets and firewalls, currently no firewalls. So let me create firewall, allow SHS, HTTP, same network VPC and ingress incoming allow. Instead of specific tags, I'm allowing all the instances in this network and source IP range I'm giving 0.0.0/0 and specify protocol 22/22, 80 I'm allowing. So once it is done, so firewall is created. Now if you open the firewall, so it is allow port 22 and 80. Now I'm going to compute instances, then I'm creating the instance template. NLB web MIG. So name I'm providing US West 1, remaining going with all default, allow HTTP, HTTPS, advanced, networking, now, and subnet 1 I'm selecting. Now in the management, what I'm trying to do here, so I have startup script. When you use this instance template, so I wanted to install Apache and run web application. Okay, then create. So this it will take some time. So it is created successfully. Now instance group, create instance group. So NLB web web instance 2 and instance template. I am selecting this using the existing template, going with single zone, then minimum and maximum, minimum 2 and maximum 3, auto scaling same, and going with this is auto scaling, this is default, and initialization, auto healing, auto scaling same, instances, this is not required, default, auto healing. So here auto healing, let me create MIG auto healing and port 22, scope global, and logs health checks criteria. Just save, created auto healing, rest everything same, create. This it will take couple of minutes. I am pausing the video. So now instance group is created. Let me get into this. So here we have two instances, minimum two, and if you check the external IP, the web application should run. So let's take this external IP, HTTP. Yeah. So here getting the response, welcome to BCReddy YouTube channel from web server. Similar way, if you connect the other instance, the same message will get. So http colon http slash slash. This is also same. Now what we need to do? So we will get into these instances 34, 83, 213, 32. This is we'll make it as web server 1, authorize. So basically in this location the script will be available sudo like where um, www.html index, that is the default path. Okay, what I'm trying to do here, I'm pasting this from so web server. I'm giving 1 and saving. So now if you refresh, see it is web server 1. So similar way we have to get into SHS this VM, authorize. I'm pasting this. So from web server to just enter. This is done. If you refresh the other VM, you should able to see that from to web server 2. Okay. Now we will create a load balancer and we will use this instance group, that load balancer, and we'll try to create load balancer. So the load balancer type I'm going to use application load balancer. If you want, you can use network load balancer as well. And going with next step is public facing or internal. I'm using public face and global and single region deployments. Yes, and load balancer generation. So external client and we have internal the load balancer and it will be distribute the load. Then create load balancer, configure. So I am giving the name NLB web LB demo and front end you have to provide that is div. Then you have to provide MIG, the same port 80, done. Backend configuration, create backend service and you have to provide the name MIG BG backend. This is also same. This is I'm selecting and port number 80 and balancing mode. I'm instead of utilization I'm going with rate, uh, maximum per seconds. Then create. Then I'm disabling this enable cloud CDN. I'm disabling this one. Health check, we have MIG health check. This we have created port 22, and yeah, that's all. Create. Okay. Then create load balancer. So this it will take couple of minutes. So I'm passing the video. Once it is created, I'll show you. So the load balancer is created. Now if you check this load balancer IP, take this and using HTTP. So this it will take some time once it is created. Load balancer. HTTP colon 80. We have to wait until this should come up. So here instances 2 fine, L6 fine, load balancer, timeout 30 seconds, everything is fine. Yeah, there is a the server encountered temporary error, could not complete your request. Try again after 30 seconds. Okay, so it is created successfully. This is fine, this is fine. Now let me hit one more time. Take incognito, HTTP. Then if you want, you can provide port 80. Server error, the server encountered could not complete your request. Please try again in 30 seconds. Basically should not come this one. So you should get that response. Front end, web app, MIJ, HTTP, port 80, this should be fine. Backend, we will use the backend, the one instance group, and routing rules, simple host path rule, web MIG, update. Yeah, now it is coming the response. See, if you hit one more time, see, this is, if you click one time, it is getting web server 1. If you click another time, it is web server 2. So traffic is distributing different. See, sometimes if you hitting, it is going to be web server 1, sometimes it is going to be web server 2. This load balancer will distribute the load across the different VMs in the managed instance group. So even though if you have down any one web server and it is going to be traf traffic will go to another VM until the other VM will get back. Suppose if you down any VM or if you stop, okay, suppose if you stop this VM, this instance, if you check, so VM is stopped and if you try to hit, it will go keep on the web server 2 because the web server 1 is stopped. And if you start again, if you start, see here it is checking and if you start, the VM is started and the load will be distributed again 1 and 2. So this it will take some time to up. See this is default web server. The script which we have, there is no 1 and 2. So the IP will be changed. So it is getting that the response. If you hit, this is the another server, like we have to get into the server and make modify if you want. Otherwise, it is going to be the traffic will whenever new VM is added. So the default script which we have, that is web server. So this response we got. So that's all about in this video. We have seen how to create load balancer and different types of load balancer and how to create VPC, then instance template and instance group, managed instance group, then how we have to use backend as the load balancer for instance group. That's all about in this session. If you like the video, please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.